Solutions Consultant call. Thank you for listening and watching our recording today. Excuse me. There we go. I'm just going to walk through our agenda real quick. We're going to talk a little bit about our sales referral program, just some reminders about that and the consultant referral program, and then talk a little bit about what a sales referral is and what you should refer over to our team. We'll go through our kudos, our medals, and our anniversaries, some time and expense deadline reminders, and hardware return reminder. We're going to talk a little bit about our consultant portal. That's something new that just got introduced, so we'll talk a little bit about that. And then we will go through some consultant and employee baby news and a consultant spotlight. So for the consultant referral program, we've talked about this multiple times, but just a reminder that for the sales referral, a lead referral that results in invoiced revenue of $10,000 or greater qualifies you for a bonus. If it's an existing client, it's a $1,000 bonus, and if it's a new client to us, it's a $2,000 bonus. Once you refer the business over to us, meaning you would send it to your resource manager and or your sales director for the client, that as long as it closes in within 6 months, you qualify for the bonus. And then we pay those bonuses within 30 days once the client's been invoiced that $10,000. For candidate referrals, W-2 consultants are eligible to participate. The referrals are good for 1 year. So you refer someone over to us. If they get placed within a year, you're eligible for a bonus. And that's a one-time payment per candidate paid after they work for 450 hours. And it's applicable to PMs, analysts. It's not applicable to some positions like credentialed trainers, go live support resources, chart abstractions, or call center. So if you have any questions about that, reach out to your RM or me and we can answer those. Examples of sales referrals. So, keep your ears open. Any new opportunities within your current client engagement, the client you're currently with, past clients, if a past client reaches out to you looking for a specific type of resource, or, potential clients, maybe you haven't worked with them before, but a recruiter calls you and you know who the client is and what the need is, definitely refer that over to us. So you can, like I said, reach out to your resource manager, you can send an email, you can talk about it during a call. They can loop in the appropriate salesperson if you don't know who that is, or you can reach out to them directly if it's, the sales director for your current client. So new opportunities, single roles, if it's a new project you hear that they're going to kick off, if they've lost a consultant or even an FTE, definitely all of those things you should let us know about. Sometimes they want a full-time employee for a role, but they might be willing to fill that with a consultant temporarily. And then I don't know if everyone knows this, but we do fill FTE positions. So sometimes those are contract to hire with a contract the consultant for maybe 3 months or so to get a feel if it's going to work out for both the consultant and the client. And then sometimes they hire employees, as FTEs right away. So we do fill FTE positions. Like I said, if you hear of anything new, please let your RM and or the sales director know. And then we do offer go live support services. We offer service desk and help desk services, project management, clinical informaticists, analysts and trainers for all vendors. We fill technical roles, software engineers, data extraction, any type of technical role like that. We also engage coders, consultants that do collections, desktop support resources, etc. So when in doubt, if there's an open need, definitely reach out to our team and we can get you connected with the right salesperson and hopefully get you a sales referral bonus. And I'm going to turn it over to Libby for kudos.
Thank you. So the kudos is one of the ways that we celebrate you as our consultants. And so the way that we give these kudos is if your manager or anyone that you work with lets you know in writing that they appreciate what you've been doing or some great work that you've been doing for the client, please forward that to your resource manager. That's one way that we can celebrate you, and we appreciate all of the hard work that you do with these kudos. So I'm going to go through these rather quickly. So the first one is Josh Cernick, and he is at LifePoint Health. And they say that Josh is an excellent PM. They're very pleased with his performance. He takes direction willingly, and they're in good hands with Josh. So thank you, Josh. And then we have Cheryl Hood, who's at Salina Regional. Salina. Either. So they appreciate everything that Cheryl's doing. And they're saying that she's taken a lot off of their shoulders so that they can keep up with everything else. So thank you so much, Cheryl. Great job. Then we have Chip Stowe, who's at Montrose Regional Health Foundation. They mentioned on a call that they wish they had 4 of Chip. So if we could clone you, Chip, we would. That would be fantastic. And then we have Belinda Johnson, who's at Athena. And they wanted to thank her for her detailed coding scenarios. They appreciate her efforts, and it's so clear and helpful in many areas. So thank you, Belinda. Then we have Lucretia, and she is at Orlando Health. They say that she went above and beyond, making sure the doctors had a great experience and brought risks to the forefront immediately. So the doctors rated their experience with her a 9 out of 10. That's fantastic, Lucretia. Great job. And then Robin Organ has probably everybody under the sun who wrote in about her. So fantastic job, Robin. I'll read a few of these. They wanted to thank her for everything, and they would definitely work with her again. They said she was a voice of logic and reason, which is fantastic. They said she was a pleasure to work with, very proud of the things that they achieved working with her. And they said that they would continue on with her as part of future projects. So great job, Robin. Cindy Connell, who's at Edward Elmhurst. They said that Cindy brings immense knowledge of previous successes and lessons learned for the project, and she's awesome to work with and very detail oriented. So great job, Cindy. And then we have Lindsay Bates at Health First. Lindsay's been great. She's been wonderful and has been able to quickly jump in and help them. So thank you so much, Lindsay. That's a great job. Then we have Rhonda Croak at Spectrum Health. She's a great communicator, dives in to find the epic answers we need. She's a lot of times the first one to let us know of production issues, since she does an amazing job of monitoring their system. So wonderful job, Rhonda. And then we have Megan Kangas, who's at Mary Washington. Thanks for your hard work in preparing us for the OP infusion move and your continued support during the go live. We appreciate you. Great job, Megan. And then we have Jen Baker, who's at Southern Coos. They said that she is keeping the customer on track and engaged, providing great notes from meetings and actively tracking follow-ups needed, which has a positive impact on the customer involvement. So wonderful job, Jen. Appreciate it. And that's it.
Thanks, Libby. I think it's my turn. Hi, everybody. I'm Donna Lynn Holland, and I'm going to go through some of the anniversaries that we have. We try to keep our anniversaries as correct as we can. But we've been tracking these, remember, for a lot of years. And as most of you know, we weren't always Experis. We've been Etain Group, and we've been Leidos. So if we have it just a little bit wrong, you have to forgive us. We're doing our best with all of those old records. And you can let us know if we didn't get it quite right. We'll fix it next time. But check this out. Our very first one here, Betsy Engelman at 19 years. A consultant working in the same place for 19 years. It's pretty rare. Thank you very much, Betsy. We have someone at 12 years, Lisa Bradley. Sandra Bloom at 10. Mitchell Wallace has 9 years with us. and a number of people at 6, Michelle and Richard and Casey and Jay and also Kathy, all 6 years. Lucretia is right there in the middle at 5. So thanks everybody. Those are our some of our long-termers. Let's go on to the next page. As you can see, we also have these kind of broken out by when we looked at it as far as the months when it started. So this one is for January, February, and March. We've got Robin, who's been here for 14 years, Robin Organ. I think we just heard a bunch of really good things about Robin. And Rhonda Croak as well. She's been here for 13, as Louise Parker has as well. Bradley Elliott at 8, and William and Timothy both at 5. Lots of 7s here, starting in April, May, and June. So our most recent group, Brandy, David, and Paul, Bruce, Chuck, and Teresa, all at 7 years. Jason and Joseph are here for 6, and Angela, Chip, and Bruce are looking at 5 years with us. Thanks, everybody. We are so glad that you've been sticking with us, and we appreciate all of that hard work.
I can take over. I'm V. Kindley, Senior Resource Manager. I want to talk about our medals program and then talk about those who have received medals recently. The program gives your client an opportunity to recognize you, is what happens. They get automated emails that give them a list. You could get an achiever medal, communicator, learner, problem solver, producer, or team player. They explain that out and then they respond. Those responses look like this. From the University Hospital System, Rosa Gonzalez was given an achiever, a problem solver, and a team player medal. They are thrilled to nominate her for the medal, and she is a joy to work with. Thank you, Rosa. Another medal, well, several other medals went to Chana Worthington. Achiever, problem solver, and team player. I'm sensing a pattern here. She's a pleasure to have on the team. They are honored to nominate her. She brings deep experience to the project. So thank you so very much. So glad you were recognized. From Seattle Children's Hospital, Nicholas Giancana, he received achiever, communicator, problem solver, learner, producer, and team player. That's awesome. I think that's everything. They just checked every box. He checks it all. Athena Health recognized Tina Bird and Matt McConnell with team player medals for the work that they're doing there. Also, Scott Linthicum, one of our lab consultants, was given a producer medal, a team player medal, and a communicator medal from Citizens Memorial Healthcare. Terrific, Scott. Way to go. Lastly, we've got a couple from Children's Hospital of Orange County. We had Erin Brandstrom. She got the Achiever Medal. Seemingly unending project is what they described, and she's been patient and got things accomplished. Brandon Turnage, a team player medal. They wanted to thank you for all of your team efforts and sharing your knowledge and experience. Thank you all. I'm so glad you were recognized.
Oh man, can we keep with the good news? I want to keep going with kudos. It's Joe Barrett. I just have a little bit of housekeeping here. Time and expenses deadlines are going to be up every Sunday night. So please be sure to get your time and expenses in by Sunday night at the latest. This is very important for your payment and reimbursement. It is also very important to ensure timely and accurate invoicing for our clients. Our expense team will often spend time on the weekends getting started on review and approval. We'll also send along constant reminders by the expense team and resource management team. But those take unnecessary time, so please be sure to get that time in. Timely time and expense entry is a consultant job expectation, and failure to do so could affect future employment. So please be sure to get that done. I always recommend just banging it out on Friday. That way you can enjoy the weekend. As always, thank you so much for everything you do. Hopefully this is just an easy thing that you can get.